All right, so I will call the meeting to order. It is 5:40. And then we have a roll call, please. So Courtney Henderson, absent. Jobin Maldonado, absent. Heather Larson, I'm present. Reed Weimer.
Here.
Okay, and Nick Church.
Here.
Okay. And do we have any conflicts of interest? No conflict of interest. All right, let's do the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right, have you guys had a chance to look at the agenda? If so, we'll need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second.
Okay. Reed,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
me, yes. Okay, and then may I have a motion to either approve, amend, or disapprove the minutes from November 18th. There was no quorum in December, so we did not have any minutes.
I'm looking at them now.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from November 18th meeting. And there were no minutes for the December 16th meeting.
I'll second.
Okay. Reed,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
and me, yes. All right. And then, so now we have our special education report from Sarah Parker and Lauren Farrington.
Okay. I thought that I would just kind of give an idea of the new people that we've hired, our numbers, and then allow Lauren to introduce herself more so that you guys have a better idea of who she is. Is that okay with everyone?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Cool. So we were really lucky to get Lauren and Ann Speroni to build up our SPED team. Lauren does interventions, whether math or reading or content. She works with K through 6th. She also teaches pre-K, PE. And then Ann Speroni is the reading interventionist, and she is teaching she's doing reading intervention from K to 6th grades. And we're all doing special education like IEPs, but also MLSS, but I'm not giving you the MLSS numbers, only the IEP numbers. And then I'm working with 5th through 8th grades. And I'm also and 1st and 2nd, and then I'm also teaching 5th and 6th grade math. So that's kind of the breakdown of what we're doing. And I just have to say that Lauren is amazing, Anne is amazing. I hope that this unit can continue because we're able to kind of help kids that more easily this year, and more with so much more background, and just I can't tell you how much better the department is this year. As far as numbers, we have in pre-K, we have 2 out of 5 students, and that's 40%. Some of the kids that I'm talking about are only speech, so maybe articulation and things. K through 1, we have 7 students, and that out of 15, that's 47% of the class. 1st and 2nd, we have 5 out of 17, that's 29%. And 3rd and 4th is also 5 out of 17, also 29%. In 5th and 6th, we have 2 out of 17, and that's 12%. And 7th and 8th, we have 4 out of 12, which is 33%. So overall, we have 25 students out of 84, and that's 30%. I hope that those are the correct numbers. Those are the numbers that I have in my own record keeping. Sometimes The Power School I update that faster than I'm updating my own records. So, yeah, that's a breakdown, a basic breakdown. Lauren, do you want to introduce yourself and talk more about what you do?
Hi, I'm Lauren Farrington. I started working at the Red River Valley Charter School in July, and it's been a big jump, and I'm glad that I'm really happy to hear what you had to say, Sarah. It's been a lot of new stuff and a lot of challenges, but I love the staff I'm working with. The teachers every one of them has been amazing, helping me get up to speed in this new position. I've worked in special ed for 27 years, but had a very different role. So I was working one-on-one with students in their homes who were injured or sick and had to miss school. So this is really my first experience with in a classroom on a campus. I had 1 year experience, but that was 27 years ago. So it's been a lot of new things. I love the staff. The director has been amazing in helping me get training and support. So I couldn't be happier. And I have a lovely home in Cuesta now. And but I have some statistics that I'd like to report that on the progress of the students that I've been able to work with. Out of the 13 students that I serve between first grade and sixth grade, 11 out of 13, or 85% of them, made progress on their middle of the year testing. And I thought that was pretty good. I'd like it to be better by the end of the year, 100%. So that's my goal. And I think that's like one of the two students that didn't make progress was absent 11 days. I think that hurt that statistic there, but we're keeping in good communication with the parents, making a best effort to encourage them to get to school every day. So I'll be glad to answer any questions that you guys have for me.
You guys have any questions for any of us, for Lauren?
Yeah, what do we miss?
So we got kicked off the internet, Sarah,
Oh.
after you gave your 30%. So Nick got to hear it, but after you said 30% of our students are SPED, then we lost connection.
Oh, so that was basically after I said that, then Lauren introduced herself.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Well, and she talked about her background and things. So, do you want to
I
say again?
I can just recap the part that I just said. I love this staff. I love the director. They've been incredibly supportive. I've also been doing letters training and trainings with iReady and trying to get up to speed with this staff. I think they're probably some of the most dedicated, hardworking, talented teachers I've ever had the pleasure of working with. I'm saying this much better my second round, aren't I, Sarah?
You did great. Yeah, it sounds great. It sounded good the first time too.
But I guess the statistic that I'd like to share is that out of my 13 students that I'm supporting between first grade and sixth grade, 85% of them made progress on the middle of the year diagnostic test in math. That's been the main content support that I've been providing to my students because we have Ann Speroni helping them with the reading. So I was happy with that. I'd like that number to be 100% by the end of the year. And I was just saying, I think attendance was an issue with the students that didn't show improvement. So we're all making an effort to get the kids to show up every day. And I think one thing I shared at a meeting that I'll share with y'all is the bus driver said to me when I was doing my morning duty, he said, "I've never seen kids so happy to go to school." And I was like, that's an awesome compliment. So I enjoy working there as well. It's a pretty special place.
We think so.
So I just had a question. So when you work with the students, do you pull them from the classroom, or do you go from classroom to classroom and then just sit with them at the side, or what is your day-to-day kind of?
So my goal for my students is for them to be successful in the group. We pull them to provide support that will help them be successful in the classroom. That's the goal. And if they're not, for example, the two students that didn't show progress, they'll be getting more individual help, pulling them out of the classroom. But I do a lot of push-in, so I get to work with all the kids in the class. If a student has a question, I help whoever's in there, but I mostly provide my time in there with the students that need the redirections and a reteach or manipulatives. But the goal is to have them, to not have to pull them out and separate them from the group. We want them to be successful in the classroom.
Yep. Nicely said. You guys have any other questions for us?
I don't have any questions. No, I don't think we have any more questions.
Okay, you guys are amazing. Thank you for allowing us to present. I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna stick around, if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Thank you.
I made a lot of progress.
Thank you. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy your meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
Sarah. Lauren.
Thanks.
I think
Bye.
I'll say goodbye as well. And I do appreciate y'all taking your time out to support our schools. And yeah, it's a holiday weekend night. I sure appreciate that. Y'all
Thanks,
being
Lauren.
here. Okay.
Cooperative.
Nice to meet you guys. Good to see you, Nick and Reed.
Bye.
See you on the
Bye.
meeting.
Okay, so now we have the administrator's report.
All right, I'll just the highlights. We are down to a total SEG of 81. We lost a couple of students last week that the family decided that it would be easier for them to be in Quest ISD, so they moved them over. Ski days started. I think it was a great success. We had a change where pre-K through 2 stayed on campus and then went to lessons and free ski in the afternoon. And then 3 through 8 had lessons in the morning and then had their free ski in the afternoon. And it went really, really well. The kids were able to be at school and get some foundational skills in the morning when it was bitterly cold. And we just wanted to give it a try because we see them in the chalet so often, trying to warm up, or they don't want to participate. This time it was great. Pre-K through 2 was great. Data, the special ed team mentioned it just a bit on our wildly important goal for math. Math is climbing. Scores are getting better. The hope is that as we continue to focus on that intervention and the supports, that it'll just get better for end of year. A big deal that happened right as we came back into school was there was a PowerSchool data breach. PowerSchool is our student information system. We just went with them this year, so they're brand new to us. We have not gotten confirmation from PowerSchool that says that we were breached, but our tech team is digging into to try to see if there was anything that had happened. Hopefully we'll know more. We were supposed to know something by the 17th. Didn't hear anything on the 17th. So maybe this week coming up, we'll get more. Maintenance and repairs. Chris is working on the back wall. Ronnie is Pockrent is subcontracting, so things are getting done. There's a lot of progress happening back there. Ronnie doesn't see any issue with pouring the cement from the current sidewalk to the retaining wall once all of the awning is put in place. So looking to have that done, and that'll help the life of our building by not flooding into it over and over. Chris also needs to fix the spigot in the back. It's been broken for a while. It freezes in the winter. And then he and I got into the maintenance closet back behind the boys' bathroom on the east side of campus. And there was a big part that is bad that he had to order that's like $1,500, but we got it done. Construction and considerations, the capital outlay and SB9 funding, hoping to continue our build, finish off the campus. I will send out emails for Senator Gonzalez, Representative Ortiz, and see if we can push through us getting some extra funding to finish that off. We are sitting pretty good, but we could use another $400,000 to cushion it and make sure we get it done. Buckaroo Ball generously donated $10,000 to the school, and we are going to use that for curriculum training. There is a core knowledge conference in Orlando, the first one in probably 10 years. And so there are 4 teachers who've requested to go and myself, and so that'll help offset that cost. And I stand for questions.
Does anyone have any questions for Ms. Ritterhouse? I think that covered everything we needed to know. Okay, so we will go ahead and move along then to our public comment section. Do we have any public comments? And there's no one here for public comment on any A through E. Okay, so no public comment. Go ahead and move along to our financial presentation, the monthly financial statement by Katie Rarick.
All right. I see Kimberly sharing with me.
Getting you. Okay.
Good. All right, here we go. Turn on. Real quick. Okay. Hi, everyone. All right, so we will get started. And everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so here's our current forecast. The one thing this doesn't include is Hillcrest. And I don't think Laura received those yesterday, Kimberly. So if you get a chance to talk to Tanya tomorrow, if we can get those, then we can fully close the month.
Okay.
And because your cash reports are due this week. So as far as revenue, there's really no change. Expenses, that was part of the security fence, and that's why that number went up. And we're still looking like between the two major accounts, which are UCINDA and New Mexico Bank and Trust, we're going to land around $1 million. And then we have another 200,000 plus in Hillcrest that we are going to move over to one of the other accounts, probably New Mexico Bank and Trust. So here's our cash flow, and so after liabilities are paid, it would be conservative to have 847 in the bank, or if all the revenue doesn't come in, because sometimes we get some of that in July. But overall, we are still looking like $1 million. And I think what's happening here is I anticipate a capital outlay going out in May or June, and we will not receive that until most likely July or August.
Okay.
We also have the double payroll that hits in June.
Right.
Overall, we have fairly flat cash flow. The fund balance. So how are we doing on spending everything down? So Title I, we will definitely spend down. We're waiting for their little adjustment, and same thing with IDA to see if we can, continue to spend funds. Title II, we're going to use some of that money for the PD in June. Title IV, the person who is on the REAP funding is now on Title IV. We moved them over, so that's funding we draw down. The second part of the year, instructional materials have been spent. Pre-K, we are hoping to spend all of it. If we're going to put some more transportation funds on it, and we clearly won't overspend it, but if we took what our actuals are and forecasted out, it would show that we would spend all that money. And the family income index, same thing. We are clearly going to spend it all because right now we have used all those funds. We need to turn in the RFRs. So this year, PD has decided that they are going to hound us about monthly RFRs, and unfortunately our reporting person was out for a while because of a family emergency. So she's back, she's getting caught up, and RFR should go a little smoother going forward. Here are capital outlay funds for the year and what we're anticipating spending. And so we have positive cash flow and fund balance. The FTEs we have are sustainable given our revenue. And we're tracking to budget. Our quarter two cash report, I'm going to try to turn in by this Friday. And that's it's one of the reports that are due in January. And then just continue to monitor our capital outlay projects and turn in reimbursements for those. And next meeting will most likely be reviewing the audit as long as it's public. And then here the bank reconciliation. So we have November and we have December to approve. Were there any questions? I can go through them if you all would like me to. If you've reviewed them, let me know if you have any questions on the bank recs or the check registers. And again, we do the reconciliation for New Mexico Bank and Trust and Hillcrest and New Cinda. New Cinda, we want to move all the way over to New Mexico Bank and Trust. That's my fault. I've not done the W-9 yet for the state. I need to do that. Sorry. So I will do that very soon. And then we'll just have to catch up on Hillcrest at the next meeting. We'll probably have 3 months worth of Hillcrest to do then.
I'll make a motion to approve the monthly financial statement.
I'll second.
Okay. Nick,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Heather, yes. Okay, so it's unanimous.
The bars are in. Katie signed one December 16th. Well, Kimberly sent them on December 16th. Sorry, January 16th. What am I looking? Are there bars?
No, there are no bars.
Okay, there's not any bars?
No,
Okay.
just the lease. Let me go look real quick.
Bars?
You guys do the PSFA. I know there was no quorum in December, but I think we did it in November.
I think we did as well.
Yeah, so it was just no bars.
So we'll go ahead and move on to potential action to accept the PSCOS lease assistance. That is our money that we get from the state to pay the lease to Cuesta ISD.
Yep.
Is that on here?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the 3rd.
Thursday.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yep.
You're fine. There's
Well, I'll
no
make it-
documentation, but it's
Oh,
just,
sorry. Okay, well, I'll make a motion to accept the PSCOS lease assistance.
Okay,
I'll second.
right? Reed,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
me, Heather, yes. Okay, do we have any old business? None?
None.
Okay, all right, do we have any announcements? And it looks like our next meeting is February 17th.
It is President's Day. I just want to make that note if you wanted to
So-
change it or not.
That is President's Day. Do we need to move that meeting?
it doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter to you.
Okay for me.
It's okay for me, but is it okay for you, Reed?
I'll know Monday the 17th that morning.
Oh, Lordy. Okay.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and leave it at the 17th at our regular time of 5:30. All right, and we are adjourned.
Yay.
6.
Let me stop recording.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, I'm the host. I'm going to stop.